Hi everyone. Today I'm just going to discuss the importance of listening to your gut or your gut feeling. So I guess this is mainly focused at mums or soon-to-be mums, and I just go through my experience just to kind of explain what I mean by that. So I had my daughter probably 8 months ago now it is, and when I was pregnant with her, I had a few days where I didn't feel her moving. So I had explained to my doctor that happened, and she'd said to me, I just assumed personally, not being a first-time mum, that the baby would sleep, or I don't know, it wouldn't move all day, every day, basically. But the doctor explained to me, the obstetrician, that a baby sleep cycle in your stomach is only about 2 hours. So every 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, you should feel some sort of movement, whether it's them moving, a kick, a flutter, anything. So to try and be conscious that your baby is moving at times. There are some tricks to get them to move. So if you feel like that they haven't moved for a while, like going for a walk, drinking cold drinks, fizzy drinks, having sugar, things like that can make them move, basically. So I had explained to her that I had a day that I didn't think the baby had moved. She'd given me the techniques and it was fine. It is also just a new mum thing where I was conscious and wasn't sure, was that a movement, wasn't that a movement? So I was a bit new and learning through the whole process. But getting back to the point, when I was 37 weeks, I had a day where I didn't feel my baby move. I was on the phone to my husband and I'd explained to him that she hadn't moved. So he stayed on the phone, I did all the tricks, and eventually after drinking like a cold fizzy drink, I felt her kicking. So that was fine. The next day, I truly did not feel her move at all. So I had been out for a long walk in the morning, and I found for me, when I walked, my baby was calm and didn't move. So I feel like because I was moving, she wasn't, and that was quite normal for her. But by 7, 8 o'clock that night, I consciously had not felt her kick at all day. So I tried positioning, as I said, I went through the checklist. I had cold drinks, I had fizzy drinks, I had chocolate, I tried pushing, I tried everything, and she did not move at all. So I rang the emergency line and they said, come on in. I went into the hospital thinking that they would be like, oh, you're crazy, like it's fine, oh, another anxious mother, all of that. The fact that I work in healthcare as well, I was conscious like, oh my God, they're gonna think that I'm stupid because I've gone in, blah, blah, blah. But basically I thought, you know what, this is my baby, and if they think I'm stupid, they think I'm stupid. I'm a new time mum, and I just went in. I have to say, the nurses were fantastic. They hooked me up to the monitor, the CTG monitoring, and were very just beautiful. Like, nope, you did the right thing. If you haven't felt the baby move, that's fine, come in. They gave me a cold drink, they monitored the baby, and after 4 hours they also were like, nope, your baby's not moved. So once they monitored, they also found that her heart rate was dropping quite low, and I ended up having an emergency C-section. When they did the C-section, they found that there was meconium all in the fluid. So basically, the first stool or poo that a baby does is meconium, which is all the like waste from the amniotic fluid. And she'd already passed that inside, and so was literally swimming in that and breathing and all of that. It was all going into her lungs. So they had said to me, if I hadn't have gone in when I'd gone in, then she wouldn't have been alive. Like if I'd have waited until the next morning, she potentially would have had a serious infection and she wouldn't be here today. So while it's easy to say, yes, always trust your gut, your head gets in the way, and we'll try and rationalize things like, oh, it's okay, she's not moved, like it's cold, or she's sleeping or whatever. But please, 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 if there's one thing that I learned, please follow your gut. If you're not sure, just ask. the worst thing they can do is go, oh no, your baby's moving, it's fine. Like, they will reassure you. But in my case, very clearly, the outcome could have been very different, which I was told from a variety of different clinicians. So please follow your gut. And this goes not only for pregnancy, but when you have kids. If you go to a doctor because you think your child is unwell and they tell you everything's fine and send you home, and you as a mother know that your child is not fine, please seek a second opinion, a third opinion if you need it, if you know your child best. So if you think that your child is not acting the same, is too sleepy, too drowsy, too lethargic, please seek additional advice, because while they're looking at your child from a very quick consultation, you know your child best, and you're the one that needs to push and get the help or medication, whatever you need. You're the one that knows your child best. So don't let anyone ever try and tell you differently. You are the mum, you're the protector, and you know, this is us, this is our job. So yeah, follow your gut, trust your instincts, don't let them make you feel silly or anything like that, because quite frankly, as I said, you know your child, you know what's normal for them, and you know, it's tough, but it's how it is. So as I said, I work in healthcare, and my number one tip is always seek a second opinion if you're not happy with what you've gotten. So yeah, thanks for listening. If you like what I've shared, please like, share, or subscribe.